Hello, this is Cynthia Maynard, and today I have a quick tip to further recycle the things that we're using. I have a box here, happens to be just this old Lego box from the toys, or I also use a lot of cereal boxes when I do my spraying for all my fun spray inks. What's nice about it is that it's nice and thick so they don't bleed through. And what I'm left with though is I get a lot of my ink outside of my obviously the project I'm working on, and instead of wasting all this, we can use this with some of our steel rule dies to cut out shapes and utilize all this great paint on here. There's also like where I've had die cut shapes. You can kind of see the imprint there. So I thought, what a great way to get even a third use out of this is to go ahead and use this for die cutting. So to do that, we simply need to break this down into smaller sizes. So you can do that by cutting or a box cutter down into usable space so it can fit on my die cutting machine. You could cut this out like on your scan and cut or something like that. I'm just going to go ahead and use some steel roll dies to do that. So I'm just going to cut on the seams. Again, trying to get the best painted section, and then you could still use the scraps for other things, punches, and I know Fiskars makes some punches that are meant for thicker materials, or you could run it through a smaller die that you have, or something skinnier, or you could just recycle it at that point. Silver and gold is just beautiful, and this strip as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just think it's good to, as much as we can, utilize these products before they go into, our environment. It's just nice to get as much use out of that as possible. So I've got this nice skinny piece I can use and put in my stash. And you pay for that paint, so might as well use all of the paint you sprayed, right? It's got some beautiful, I use a lot of shimmer inks, and so it's really, really pretty. It's got just layers and layers of paint that I wouldn't have necessarily planned on to put together. So here's a great way to kind of think out of the box there. Oh, did not mean that pun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go die cut some shapes, and we'll just see how these transform. Okay, so the steel rule dies that I chose to use were all from the Sizzix Bigz dies. It's the Curly Gate, the Shield one that I just picked up at the Great Lakes Mega Meet. The dress form sewing room one has this dress form on it, the larger dress form. And sorry, you can't really probably see that very well. And then the whole tag and sort of bread tag and the two little circles that go around the tag piece. So those were the ones I used. Let me show you what I cut with that. So I got this beautiful scrolly piece. Here's the cardboard and the Scooby-Doo. So it's already painted and ready to go for me. So no warpage there. I can also, here's the bread tag from the dress form piece. It's the dress form. And then you can further embellish that however you wish. The tag. So I've got a fun tag to work with now. And you can just paint the other side or put some scrapbook paper on there. Cut a piece of scrapbook paper on and just glue it on. And that would cover that up. Unless you're putting it up against something, then you don't have to worry about it. But look at the beautiful shimmer and coverage there. I also did out of the Shield. I really like how that turned out. It's got lots of that silver, slightly embossed. It went through very, very easily on my big shot. And also I felt like I could use, this is the piece I cut it out of the Shield, I could trim this down a bit or rip it. I like this look of ripping it. It gives that sort of organic feel. You can just simply go like this. This is a little thicker than a cereal box would be, so then you could rip the other side, and then you could use that on an art piece. Decorating, having flowers come out of that or something like that. So lots of things you can do. So reuse, recycle, don't waste that paint. You spray it all over the cardboard. And here I've got my next cereal box in the works here from some projects I was working on the other night, and I've already got some great things going on there that I could use. So quick tip for the day there. Hope that helps you out. Go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and thanks so much for spending your time. Have a great day.